probably gonna get a notification, so I'll throw that over there. All right. All right, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the JH Show. Today, it's just me. And there's a reason for this. I will explain reasons why I'm doing a show by myself today. There's a lot I've got to go over for a few, for the viewers, the listeners, and everything. I'm just gonna kind of do a explain what's going on with my life at the moment. It's kind of a mess, and I needed an outlet to talk about it because um, I really haven't had an opportunity to talk to anybody about these things. Uh, so as of recently, I just posted a video to my main channel on I'm basically done with YouTube for a bit. The reason that I'm going to be quitting YouTube for a while is because I've this week has kind of been hell for me. It started off Monday morning. I was headed to work and I was speeding. I was going pretty quick because I needed to get to work. I was late. And if I'm 5 minutes late, my boss chews my ass for a good half hour. I mean, he won't drop it. It kind of gets old. And so I'm always trying to be to work on time. Well, I was late, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to take a back road and I'm going to speed. I'm going to try to get to work on time. Uh, well, I'm speeding down this road and I pass this intersection. There's a cop just chilling there, and I was like, fuck. Well, so I got a ticket, but this is my third ticket on my license, and so my license is probably going to be revoked. I am not happy about it. I don't know what to do. Uh, if I lose my license, I won't have a form of, I won't be able to drive, and I have to drive to get to work, and, that's a 20-mile ride to work. Um, so that was Monday. And so today's Wednesday. That's part of the reason I didn't do the show Monday was because, well, number one, Traven's out of town. Everybody was kind of busy. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to, I'll take I'll just have a day off of the show because everybody's kind of doing their own things. But no, we got to do the show. We got to do the show every week. I'm going to continue to do the show every week. The reason I stopped YouTube, the reason I'm going to stop for a while is just I've been so busy with trying to get everything done. I try to produce a video every day, and I've been on the grind of YouTube, literally. Uh, I'll get home and I'll try and get footage for another video, and then it's becoming to the point where I'm like kind of been forced to do it, but it's been a struggle. It really has been a struggle. And so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to cut this out of my life for a while because it's too stressful. There's been a lot of things this week that have been just crashing down on me. Everything just come crashing down this week, and I've had a lot of emotional episodes would be the emotional things this week. I've physically broken down and cried for the first time in a long time, and I took that as a sign that something's wrong and I need to cut something out of my life, and so I stopped doing today. I'm going to stop doing YouTube for I don't know how long. Now, this doesn't mean I'm not going to do the podcast. Of course, the podcast I'm going to do every week because I enjoy doing some form of entertainment. I'm an entertainer. It's what I do. I love being uh, a form of entertainment for people, whether that is music, whether that is podcasts or YouTube. I'm always trying to be entertainment, and it's really really hard to do multiple things at once because at the moment I'm trying to get an album done. I've got to get 6 songs done by the end of the month, and so I'm kind of pushing really really hard to get these done. I am so YouTube really I gotta cut something out of my life as far as entertainment goes because I'm doing music, I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing so many things, and it's kind of crashing down on me really hard. So I needed a break, and I've needed a break for a long time. And so this is the opportunity that I am taking, I guess. I'm just taking the chance, I guess. I'm taking a chance on it. And so we're gonna see what becomes of it. My camera's probably gonna die mid live stream, so that's gonna be fun. I should have charged it, but so I uh yeah, what's been going on? Well, let me try and explain some of the stuff that's been going on this week. Traven, he the reason he's not at the show, he kind of explained last week, was he got a job. It's like I don't know, it's a ways away. Uh it's a good drive from here, and so he's been doing that. And so he's down there working and earning money and all of that. And so he's living down there while he's working, and so he's just kind of doing his own thing. Uh, and he said he'll call in for the show if we ever do it, but I just didn't call him today. I just wanted to do a podcast by myself today because I haven't done one by myself in a long time. And it's, it's been a minute since I've just kind of sat down and expressed what's going on in my life. I feel like everything's kind of crashing because I've been emotionally hurt for other reasons. I won't go into explanation there, but I don't know, everything just, like I said, been crashing hard. My grandmother passed away. We were kind of ready for it. She's been struggling. Um, there's just so much going on right now, and uh, I just can't, you know. So it's uh, it's really hard for me as an entertainer to do so many things, and it's a struggle. Like when I did a little live video on my channel, Gearbolt Gaming, where I was talking about how many, I've got so many games I've wanted to play, and I've got so many things that I want to do, but I just haven't sat down and done it. And that's because I've been busy with other things, and just my life is a mess right now. It really is. And me losing my license is going to destroy my life. I don't know what's going to happen. Uh, I'm really actually worried about it. And I don't know. So if I lose my license and I can't get to work on time, I miss we work all over the state. We work all over the state, so I have to be at my boss's house at a certain time so we can get going and head out and everything. And if I'm not there and he waits 10 minutes, he's done. Like, he says, I'm not gonna wait 10 minutes. I gotta go too. I've got priorities, and then he'll be out. So with me losing my license, I'm going to lose my job probably. I don't know. We're gonna have to make it work. It's just there's so much, and it's completely my fault. There's no reason to be speeding ever. There's no reason. The reason the reason I'm late a lot of times is my routine goes as follows. I'll try and get some live streaming in, and I stay up late trying to get videos edited, and I'm trying to get music written, and by the time I get it all done, I'm in bed to sleep by about midnight. So I get 5 hours maybe sleep, and then I'm up and going again, and so when I get up at 5 and head to work, I have to be at his place at, like 5:30 or whatever, and just there's I'm trying to get to work, and I've got a speed to get there if you know it's just the struggle, and it's all my fault. Like I myself, I don't hold anyone else accountable. This is my fault. I am responsible for losing my license because I knew the consequences of my actions, and yet I still did them, and there's no excuse for it. So it's gonna be a struggle. We're gonna see what happens, and you guys that listen to the podcast, you'll be able to figure out what goes on. And I'm worried about my livelihood here because I have a place, and I'm living literally on the minimum as I can because not that I don't make a lot of money, but I just check to check is what I'm living at the moment. I'm literally living check to check, and it's gonna kill me because I don't have uh, the funding to keep this up. I don't know how long I can keep this up. If I, run out of rent, I'm gonna lose this apartment. I love this apartment. It's cozy. I love it. I cook meals. I enjoy my life here. And if I lose my job and I go work somewhere else, chances are I'm not going to be making as much. And so I'm going to not be able to have the income I want, and I'm not going to, everything just kind of starts spiraling down from there. And so there's a lot happening. Uh, there's, the reason I do so much entertainment wise is because I enjoy it. I generally enjoy genuinely enjoy playing games for you guys. I genuinely enjoy doing VR chat videos and meeting all kinds of people online, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but it's extremely time taking and extremely hard to um, do it week to week, day to day. It's, and if I cut it back to a video a week, even I don't feel like it's enough. And so I mean, I do the podcast every week, but the podcast is really simple. You take 30 minutes, you express, a topic or whatever, and if you have guests, it's a lot of fun. You get to hear different opinions, you get to hear, all of that. And lately, I've just felt like it's drying out. Everything's just kind of weak as it is, and so uh, it's the drive is I'm losing the drive to do stuff, which is why I took out YouTube out of my entertainment stuff, and so that's the main reason why I've been doing that. And as much as I love YouTube, there's just the YouTube is a rare, my entire dream for YouTube was I wanted to be the biggest gaming, I wanted to be one of the tops because when I started it, Smosh was big, uh, PewDiePie obviously, and Jacksepticeye took off, and then, so everything was, I just wanted to be that. I wanted to be in that circle of, million subs or, all of that. That was my dream. And as 7 years go by, this is my seventh year as a YouTuber, I'm only sitting at 379, 380. I don't know. I've been doing it for a long time, and I really haven't gotten the credit I feel like I should have gotten. But then again, I don't deserve it because I haven't been putting in a lot of work as of recently and throughout the years. I, the content I've produced, it's all over the place. I don't really have a set thing for the channel. And my most popular video on that channel is a video about mint tea. Mint tea, of all things, which wasn't even the main. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to make a video about how I make this. This is my stuff. I'm going to make a video on how I make it, and, it's my most popular video. Uh, I think it's kind of funny, but I want, uh, everybody gets a breakthrough sometimes. Look at the Misfits, okay? Fitz himself, the YouTuber, he, he's been 100,000 when he had 100,000, his name kind of got out there and then he just exploded. Everybody can get, I think once you reach a certain point, you become kind of icon, and then it kind of explodes from there. So YouTube is a rare opportunity that if you miss it, you miss your chance, it's gone, and it's going to be extremely hard to get another one. So if you get really lucky, That's really the only way you can uh, succeed on YouTube, in my opinion, is if you're really lucky, because unless you're doing something that a lot of people are looking for, then you're not going to do well at all. And so that's been my experience as far as YouTube goes, and as far as my experience with YouTube is I've struggled to find content that everyone likes. I try to jump on video games as soon as they drop and try and live stream them, and I haven't had a lot of luck. And to be really, really good at what you do, you have to do it every single day. And I don't have the time. That's the thing, is I don't have the time to sit down and record all this stuff and upload it and live stream it and everything, just, and so that's why I am stopping YouTube. It's really becoming a chore instead of a hobby, or having fun with it, and so that's why I am quitting YouTube. So there's a little 16-minute rant of YouTube, and why I'm not doing that. So let's talk about my music uh, for a bit. This is so nice. Okay, the first thing I'm going to mention about the podcast today, I'm not being interrupted for the first time in a while. I'm not being interrupted, and it's great because I have so much to say, and then Traven usually interrupts me, which I got on him last week about it. But you take Traven, you take Brooklyn, and you throw them together, and it becomes a mess. And I need to get them, straightened out and be like, hey, look, I'm here to do a show, and if you won't listen and be a part of it, I've got to have you go. This is a show. I'm trying to be entertainment. Again, I'm trying to be entertaining as possible and talk about all kinds of stuff seriously, to a point, I should say, really seriously. But if I can't get what I want out, if I can't express a question without being interrupted halfway through it, I get pissed off. So, I've chewed them out a little bit for that, but it's it's a serious issue I have with Traven, and well, Traven mostly. Brooklyn was just hyper last week and just out of it, so can't really blame her. She's usually not like that, but anyway, so let's talk about my album. The album is called Mr. H and Friends. I'm a rapper signed through Boost Records, and I've been working on this album for 2 months. It's extremely hard to do. I still have 6 songs to finish, and I've got 3 ready to kind of get finished up and ready for the album. But the tracks I have done are Breaking Down, Fear, which is an acronym. That's got Pilot Jones featured in it. Dear Kids, Up in Smoke, featuring CT. Those tracks are all done and ready for the album. I've got to get these other 6 done, and it's a lot of work. It's so much work to write lyrics. So I'll break down my writing process. So I'll listen to the beat first, and then I kind of get generalization off the beat itself of what I want to express in that um, that beat. If it's a slow, kind of relaxed, mellow beat, it could be something like just expressing myself and just saying, wow, like like, for example, if I was to write a song right now, it'd be like, I am under a lot of pressure, and I'm struggling. It's hard to do this, and I'm tired of doing certain things. That would be what I would rap about right now, just because of my emotions. So I'll find a beat out of the beats that I have that matches that closely, and then I'll just go with it. So that's the first step of this. The next step of me is I'll just write kind of like I said, in that format. Say I'm really, really exhausted. The track could be called Fed Up, or I'm done. Just something in that mindset. And then I'll take that and I'll just start with a general phrase, and then from that it just kind of, I'll let my mind express itself. I'll listen to the beat and I'll just freestyle till I hear a line that I like. So, if I was to write the first line, I'm listening to the beat, I just freestyle like, I'm sick of all of it and I don't know what to do. So that's the first line, right? And then you take that, you're like, I'm sick of it and I don't know what to do. Uh, I'm getting so tired and I want to try something new. I let my freestyle go, and then if I hear something I really, really genuinely like, I will add it to the rap itself. And that's that's how I write my music. That's how I do all my music. That's not just rap. Because before rap, I was a rocker, classic rocker. I listened to AC/DC a lot and Iron Maiden and all of that. And so I was writing in this older style and four chord blues sound. I love blues riffs on a guitar so much. Oh man, I love it. Um, so that's the way I would write my songs the songs I did on my album with the band OCD. We had the way I wrote was I'd get the actual uh, music done, and then I would from that write off of the sound. So with Sitting on the Edge, which is probably our most famous song, it's a four chord do 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 do, and then I took that and I was like, because I had the idea of what I was going to talk about, Sitting on the Edge, because a band came and performed at the school, and I was like, I want to do that. And then I wrote that song because I was sitting on the edge of my seat, like, God damn, I want to do this. Like, I'm watching them on stage. I want to be that guy on stage performing. And that song really is probably one of my one of the deepest to me as far as emotion goes, because it's got a lot of lines in there that really, really hit home with me. Like, um, they tell you you've got to quit. They tell you enough of it. You take it and flip it around, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. Is because right now I'm just kind of I don't I'm not sure where I'm gonna be here shortly, and so I've got to find a way to flip this attitude, and so that's why that song "Sitting on the Edge" really hits home with me, and I wrote it. It's very personal, and I enjoy it. Uh, so that, writing music is one of my favorite things of all time, and I've really found a passion for it. Chase has told me, I really have a skill to write lyrics and write all of this. Uh, and shout out to Chase. Chase does really well. Chase does really good at writing the actual songs. Like he can get a song made that sounds so good. It's where the lyrics come in that he struggles, because he struggles to get um, how do I word it? He'll write it all down and then he'll be like, I don't know if I like that, like, and then he'll scrap the lyrics, and that's why he struggles. He's said that he struggles because of that reason. Uh, and that's really tough for some people to write lyrics, because it's not easy. It's really not that easy. I sit here and I've made, I don't know, I've done an album, an EP, so that was 5 tracks, 6 tracks technically. But I did that. I've done numerous just singles that I've enjoyed to do. I think I've done 10 songs. No, I've done more than 10, maybe 13 or 14 songs total in my rap history, as far as history that goes with my actual music. I've written an entire album of rock, which was the OCD album, and that had 11 songs on it, I think. One was an instrumental, Lotus. That was a great, great track. I need to go back and listen to them again and see where my mindset was at that time period versus where I am now, and my writing styles and everything. See if anything's changed, because it's good to do that just to see if you have changed as far as writing goes. And so, uh, I moved on. Okay, here's why I switched to rap. And rap was, I really got into the music my freshman year of high school. And I was really getting into Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, ICP because of my buddy. He's a big, big clown posse head. Um, and I was getting into that feel. I felt the beat. I felt I just felt that. So that was my freshman year of high school. Well, as high school went on, I switched to rock, and I enjoyed the rock, and I just loved the music, but I still had that love for rap, right? And Eminem really was dropping some bomb tracks in my time in high school. Even before high school, he was dropping really, really good albums that I enjoyed. His Recovery album was amazing, in my opinion. That was such a good album. Oh my God. And so Eminem was a big, big influence, probably my main influence as far as rap goes. He's not my favorite rapper. I would have to say Dr. Dre, just because Dr. Dre is his style is so old school and relaxed, and I enjoyed that. I enjoy that so much. I love a relaxed and telling a story in that context is so fun. I love Dr. Dre. So, uh, yeah, so it would be Dr. Dre at number one, Eminem at number two, and if I had to pick a rapper that, just really hits home as far as lyrics and everything goes, it's probably, I don't know, Snoop Dogg's got some good stuff, but I don't know if I'd put him at number three. Um, as far as rap, I don't know, Biggie Smalls is really good. Tupac, probably. Yeah, Tupac. I'll probably put Tupac at number three. Just he's, one of the OGs and one of the most influential, in my opinion, in the rap industry. Um, the king has got to be Eminem. And the reason I say that Eminem is the king is because he lyricizes like nobody else. And he reads a dictionary. He literally will sit down, and if he thinks of a word, he'll look at the dictionary, kind of learn that word and exact meanings and everything. He's so smart. He's so smart. And no one else that I know of in the rap game actually does that, and that's why he excels over everybody else. And why nobody wants to mess with him is because they'll get wrecked. They know it, and that's why I believe that Eminem is king. So, uh, yeah, so rap is, why I switched to rap, and like I said, I through high school had the rock phase, and I still love rock. I still to this day love it. And right now, it's the rap is my main thing, and I'm just feeling it, and I enjoy it. And I picked up a persona, Mr. H. I'm not known as Jaden anymore. I'm known as Mr. H. And it's cool. It's whatever. It's fun for the kids, and yeah. So there's a lot. There's a lot of things on my mind. There's a lot going on that I just, I wanted to express, and I've wanted to do a show by myself for a while, and I've wanted to do a lot of things. I just haven't had time, and so that's really what it comes down to. Is got to take a minute and just express myself over the airwaves. So thank you all for listening to me rant for 30 minutes. I mean, it's been fun. I can just go on, and I enjoy that I can do that by myself and not need anybody else here for that. It really, really kind of is fun. I don't know, but it does make me seem kind of a loner, which I am kind of a loner. I've always felt that I'm kind of different from everybody else. I've got friends. Don't get me wrong. I've got plenty of friends. It's just I feel like I'm a kind of the oddball. So, um, the you can sponsor us, please do, because that would help the show a lot at patreon.com/gearboltgaming. That's really where we're going to get all, the funding and everything to do a lot of things in the future. That would help a lot if you go to patreon.com/gearboltgaming and help us out. Email us with questions. I know you guys, you like questions. Hey, there goes the battery. Look at that. The battery died right at the end of the podcast. So, yeah. So feel free to ask us questions at my email, the JH podcast at gmail.com. Also hit us up at Twitter at the JH Show 1. And yeah, this is fun. I enjoy the podcast. It's a lot of fun. You guys are great. Thank you for being here. Like I said, I'm not going to end the podcast. This is going to happen every week. I'm just stepping away from YouTube for a while and just trying to get my life in order. So, thank you all for watching. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next week.